The India Global Review founder Palki Sharma has a perspective on cities in India. She says urban planners have not kept pace. She also mentions it is a story of lost standards. As a professional urban planner in the industry for the last 20 years, while I would not agree to the above statements, I would definitely choose to laud her for her understanding on weak governance, one of the key reasons she cites to poor urban planning in India. In March 2026, Niti Ayog presented a report to the Government of India titled Moving Towards Effective City Government, a Framework for Million-Plus Cities. It clearly flagged the following challenges. City governments, municipal bodies lack direct control over several core functions essential to the effective functioning of a city. There is fragmented institutional setup and ineffective leadership. Mayors are not regarded as the real heads of the municipal bodies. The report goes on to cite other reasons which are an eventual consequence, I believe. Weak revenue devolution, inadequate human resources and capacity building, finally, a weak public service delivery. Even after 30 years of 74th Constitutional Amendment Act that was brought into place in 1992-1993, urban planning is plagued by this key governance failure. Let me explain how important governance is. We have NHAI in India, whose mandate is to implement the National Highway Development Program. It is put in place by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. The NHAI have their standards, codes, financing mechanisms and policies that support the implementation, including land acquisition, procurement, amongst others. You see highways being built through cities or as a bypass and there is an instant makeover. It's part of a well-planned expansion and upgradation program and that spans over decades. If there is a demand, that too is attended. You may contest the alignment, you may contest the quality, but the point is that there is an institutional framework to meet a programmatic plan rolled out for India as a nation, an institution in place to execute the plan. Let's take another project, more city specific. The metro projects in India have a corporation style governance whose efficiency is a pride for the nation. They are developed through SPVs between central and state governments. Again, an institutional agency to execute the public transportation through metros in cities of India. But when it comes to subjects like city drainage, you have no coherent body. Drainage is handled by several parastatal agencies and a functionally powerless city government or municipal body. I can tell from experience that there is no agency or even an act which holds any department responsible for city waterlogging. The standards exist, but governance is lacking. The idea is actually to have all 4,000 city governments or municipal bodies to be empowered by governance. It is for the same reason perhaps that Government of India brought Delhi under a capital department of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs just recently in July 2026. It is a hint to what governance does to city planning or can do. While it is difficult to imagine an India which has three layers of governance, just like Brazil, it is definitely a time to acknowledge the real bottleneck, and that is more institutional than technical.